Thank you for making time to hear from me today. I know everyone's tired and short on time, but I ask of your ear right now. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share my perspective today. My name is Gracia, and I stand before you not only as someone who has survived unspeakable abuse, but as a voice for countless others who carry the lifelong burden of childhood trauma. I am here to urge you to pass these bills, not just for my children, but for yours. After all, who among us is willing to put a price on our children's well-being? My sexual abuse began when I was 15. 2 years later, I was separately recruited into the International House of Prayer in Kansas City, led by Mike Bickle. At 18, I moved to Missouri, joined IHOP-KC, and was systemically groomed, sexually assaulted, and gaslit into silence. What happened to me was not an isolated incident. Throughout my advocacy and whistleblowing journey, over 100 women have confided in me, sharing firsthand accounts of rampant sexual abuse at IHOP-KC and the systemic cover-ups that it enabled. It took me years to realize I had the right to go to the police. The adults I trusted, the leadership I admired, told me I was not allowed to, and I believed them. They convinced me I was crazy and even forced me to apologize to my rapist. In the following years, while I was finding my voice and untangling their web of lies, the clock of justice kept ticking. And by the time I truly understood what was done to me, it was too late. The statute of limitations had closed just 9 months earlier. Justice slipped through my fingers before I even knew it was mine to claim. The truth is, turning 18 does not magically transform someone into an adult. Research confirms that the brain continues developing until 25, leaving young adults, especially those from abusive backgrounds, deeply vulnerable. At 18, in most ways, the law recognized me as still developing. I couldn't buy a beer. I couldn't rent a car. I couldn't serve on a jury. So why was the law not also protecting me from the very clock that was protecting my abusers? I've been sharing my story and advocating for victims of clergy sexual abuse for nearly 7 years, and most recently I found a nonprofit, the Rise and Reclaim Advocacy Group, to help these survivors attain healing resources and regain their voices. In doing so, I have cried alongside countless survivors, many of them Missouri-born women in their 50s and 60s suffering from complex PTSD. They grieve not just their stolen childhoods, but their rights to justice. The truth is, the pain of trauma has no expiration date. Why does accountability? Predators must learn that the law will no longer be their shield. With your help, it can be their reckoning. With this bill, we do more than update the law. We rewrite the narrative. We declare loud and clear, Missouri chooses to stand with survivors, to believe them, to empower them, and to signal that they are owed healing more than their abusers are owed immunity for their crimes. So I ask on you, please reflect on the children in your lives, your own sons and daughters, nieces and nephews. Imagine the unthinkable happening to them and the barriers they might face in seeking justice. Will you stand, not only with me and my children, but with yours? Thank you.